Hey guys, welcome back for episode 4. I had some issues shooting this episode. I've done it a few times, so hopefully I can get this off without a hitch this time. I did drive the truck over here. The other one, we did have that issue with those trucks I had driving backwards at a couple hundred miles an hour. So we sold those last time and got those other ones. The one I put back in the shed, and that one I brought the grain trailer out here, so that way we can get this wheat harvest finished. So we'll keep working on this. We'll get the wheat harvest finished. And since I've done this episode half dozen times already, I know that we'll get started on the corn today as well. Yeah, I started off also, I had sound issues. Come to find out, it was with my headset. So, got that figured out and get a different headset. And now I've been having fun trying to get this new one set up and been having issues. The last one was user error. I bought one that's a wired one instead of wireless, just to save a little bit of money. And it has, the other reason too was sometimes I get some background noises, so if I'm playing multiplayer, I like muting my mic so other people aren't having to hear anything in the background. And I did the entire last episode with the mute switch turned on. The last time I tried making this episode. So I've got a half hour of gameplay that I recorded without me talking. So I figured you guys might get bored of that a little bit, not knowing what's going on, or just watching gameplay without music might be a little boring too. So reshooting it again. So we will get wheat off and then work our way over to getting the corn harvested, or at least started. We won't finish that field, but we'll at least get to it. Should be able to get one headland off, if not the second one. So the plan is we'll take the one combine we own. We lease one and we own one. There's no sense paying for hours on a leased one. We're only going to be using one, so we'll take the one we own over to the other field and start getting the combine harvested over there. The reason we're going to do that is I've got to take the combine, head up in the yard, and get the corn header anyways. That way, after I get the field opened up and going and the hired workers going, then I can work on taking the truck and bringing the header over there to finish the soybeans. If you just haven't watched the other 2 episodes, doing semi-realistic. I just started the game, so we're harvesting the fields that we have. 9 is potatoes. That's going to get plowed under. 10 and 20, I haven't decided yet. 21, we've got wheat, and we're harvesting that now. 22 is barley, but we're going to continue just consider that field planted for next season already, since it's so far behind. And then we've got a field of corn here at 88 and a field of soybeans here at 87. Those are both ready to harvest. So don't have seasons out yet, but I'm going to try and treat it like there is. How I'm going to do that is try and do all the planting, all the harvesting, and all the tillage on all the fields. Kind of got to harvest all the fields before we start tillage, or close to. Basically, I won't be planting until everything's been harvested and tillage done. So that's my thoughts. If you disagree and think that's a terrible idea, comment below. I'll take any comments right now. Feedback, know how I'm doing. And I think we'll get these each dumped one more time. That should give them enough space to finish the field. sugar beets. Since I've done a few episodes, I've talked about this to myself quite a few times and still can't figure out exactly how I'm going to do this. I think my thought is it's going to get kind of boring as for someone to watch with me doing it single player. It's more of a multiplayer thing with how many truckloads. I think what I may do is I keep copies of the saved game as backup, just in case what's been happening happens, so I can keep starting where I left off. So I think what I may do is run a trial by myself episode, see how it goes, see how long it's going to take. I may download Horseplay, or I think there's another one out there too called Auto Drive or something like that, for at least getting the trucks to drive from the field to the place of sale, or a sell point, wherever we're going to be selling it. That way might speed it up a little bit, where I'm just managing the trucks with maybe get a beet cart and managing the trucks a little bit rather than having to do the entire harvest. Tractor got a little squirrely there. So it looks like since those combines will be able to finish, we'll just pull this guy right here, get that truck unloaded, and then we'll just dump the rest combines after they're done on there. One thing nice about having this field here, these fields right here, is nice short distance to get unloaded. There we go. Be nice to be able to open them both at the same time, but make do with what we got. Oh, there we go with that. Around, get the cart unloaded, and about that time should have at least one of the combines finished. That one's got a little ways to go yet. This will be the next one done. So it's like being a hard worker for that when I'm sitting right here doing nothing. And I did get the updated version of the Unit Convert mod, so if you look down there, it's gone now since I'm done harvesting, but it's got bushels instead of liters, and then also was saying what our yield was. And I wish wheat around here actually yielded. I think it said 178 or something like that. I wish it did that around this area. So, this being the lease combine, we will get the header off of here and then just park this thing here for now. The next field this one will actually be going to is this field right here. We may leave the header here. I don't know about the combine. We may, just to speed things up. Normally I'd take it home, put it in the shed, but tis a game and not real life, so. Shut you down. take over this one as well. Yeah, you can see 179.1 bushel an acre in that prior area isn't even close to realistic. Taking one off of that and guys around here would be happy, so. We'll see how our just bean and corn farm is going to go, and maybe we'll add these small greens in for a little bit of variety, but never know, we will see. And if you want input on that, why, just leave a comment below. So if you suggest something right now, chances are I will probably do it, since I don't have many people watching at the moment. So we'll get this unloaded here, get the header off, and then head up into the yard, get the corn header on. That way we can start harvesting that cornfield over there. Possibly get the headland off of that, so that way the next episode then we can work on finishing that field and get the soybeans started. Perfect. So we'll get that folded up. Get our flashers going down the road. And that gets us our first field done and harvested. So, one field down, 2 more to go with the combines. And just as an example for the beets, as you can see, this has taken basically 2 episodes, not quite 2 episodes, but close to 2 episodes just to get that wheat field done. And that went a lot faster than what that sugar beet field's going to go. So I don't know if, for viewing purposes, if a week straight of sugar beets or a week straight worth of episodes is what we would want for viewer-friendly videos. I may see, maybe the best thing to do, I'll see if I can get time-lapse working or not. If I can get time-lapse working, that would probably be the best thing for doing that, and then just have the time-lapse episode for this Let's Play. The beet harvest. Turn it into a movie. You've all seen Children of the Corn. Now coming, Children of the Beets. I don't know how it would go from there. But somehow I feel if it involved beets, it will involve Dwight from The Office. If you've seen The Office, you know what I'm talking about. If you haven't, you're missing out. Should say the American version of the Office. I don't know if the character names are the same in the other countries' versions of that show. Don't know how many other versions there are, but I know there's been more than one for the different countries. And we'll turn here, we'll get down to that field. get some of the headland off, make room for the cart or the semi or something, probably the cart to come down there. Then that way we can work on getting headlands off. And judging from having done this a few times, I think after we get the headlands done, that'll be about time for this episode. So we will finish the corn harvest in the next one and then start onto the soybean one, but got a little ways to go. We got some corn to get today. And if you are like the videos and don't want to comment, that at least hit that subscribe button so that way you know when I get more episodes put up, they'll let you know. And if you don't like, comment and let me know. Don't be afraid. You aren't going to hurt my feelings. No idea if this is something people want to watch or not, so it'd be nice to know, hey, you're doing okay, or this is horrible, I don't know why you're doing it, I would just quit if I was you. So there we go, I had to wait a little bit longer. Oh, our first corn harvest for this series. And this is a small field and the only one we've got, so I'll just go with this header for now, but I think for next season or in moving into next harvest, I definitely think we'll get this header traded off and get a bigger one just for speeding up the harvest a little bit. I think we'll do a few passes here, make sure we've got enough room. That way we can get things unloaded here. Set. So yeah, also don't be afraid of stuff that we want to talk about, just let me know. Just kind of interested in getting some people kind of watching and interacting with them. Like I've said before, I do farm in real life, so if you've got actual farming questions that you'd like to know, I'll try to answer them the best I can. How we do things, why we do things a certain way, things like that. And then also one other thing too is I'm thinking of starting a second series on this channel to kind of go alongside this one. And so if you've got any map suggestions or anything, let me know what you've got. I can look and see if I can find them and maybe start playing on that map. One I am kind of waiting for, I've said before, is the Minnesota Millennial Farmer, kind of waiting for his one to come out, since I'm not too far away from where he farms, a little ways away, so it'd be kind of cool to be able to play a map that's close to the area where I'm at. And since I've driven through that area, to be able to see kind of a real life area of what it looks like on the map compared to in real life. we'll do this last pass. We'll get back to the in where we pulled in. And then I think we'll run back and get the cart because that should be empty. And we can get that down here and get this combine emptied so we can get down and get the other end taken off as well. And also this would be probably a little more enjoyable maybe with one or two more people on here for doing stuff. So if maybe you're interested in maybe being on here and doing a multiplayer thing on here, we'd have to, since I've got this as a single player, we would have to start from the beginning again, but should move along a lot faster if we can get multiple people on here going. So if I get one or two people that may be interested in it, I comment below and I can try and get in contact with you somehow, and maybe we can get the episode like that started as well, or a series like that. I can do multiplayer and I can do recordings on this computer. I don't have the ability to do streaming, just a little taxing on it. So I'm just below what I need. I can get it to go. Just it ends up being choppy and not the greatest, and I'm not gonna do something if it doesn't look good, or do it for the sake of doing it. I'm gonna try and do it right. Oh, look at you. No flashers, no nothing. Come on. Luckily no one's around. And if you're wondering why I turned the traffic off on this map, in the latest, this update version anyways, the speed they were going a little fast, and if they hit you, they'd push you. They didn't slow down in time, so just prevent from having one or two accidents per episode, I just turned the traffic off. Even in the newer version of this map that I have, these stop signs are switched where I'd be stopping instead of driving through. Okay, we'll pull into here. And I think quickly, well, this is unloading since it might take a little bit. Where are we here? Right here. We'll at least get this thing unloaded. We won't drive it over there yet, but if we can get it unloaded, then it'll be ready to go to head over there when we need it. Off. Stay here though, so make sure it gets emptied. There we go. Now we can head back. Let's do this. Even though we'll be using the hired help for this, we'll turn this on. Set RA. Did it bring up the other one? Set A. There we go. Now we'll set B. Because with the way this field is set up, instead of doing all the headlands, I think we'll make a cut through in the middle here. Plus, for when we get our hired worker going, it's a little easier to keep tabs on them, try and square it up the best we can for them. Since the hired workers that are on this game need as much help as they can get. But we should be able to get a couple times around. Might be able to get this whole other headland off here before we have to end this episode. Hoping to get this one put up, and then we'll see what I've got for time. I'm going to try and get a couple more episodes done here, either today or tomorrow, so that way I can have a few of them to upload, space them out a little bit, but start getting a little more content for you guys to watch. So let me know if you're liking it. Let me know if the 30 minutes is the right length. Maybe you're fine with me going 45 minutes or an hour. Maybe you think 30 minutes is too much and you want 20. You know, just let me know what you're thinking, and I'll listen to anything right now. Any input would be valuable. One of those weird things, kind of talking to yourself, recording this, and just not getting any feedback. For me, it might seem okay, even though in my mind it's kind of like, man, it's kind of stupid, really. Just blabbering on about nothing. But just to get some insight as to if it's something you're enjoying or not would be helpful. GPS on this combine sure is. Takes it a while to get aligned and going down the right way. But yeah, anyway, just to get a little bit of feedback from you guys, just get something, so I know if I'm down the right path or if I need to just not that good at it. Maybe you should just focus on something else. Stick to real life on. Time-wise, it's looking like about when we get to the end here to unload this, it'll be enough for today's episode. In the next episode, we will work on finish this field and see if we can finish it and start on the soybean field right next to it here. We should be able to, in the next 2 episodes at least, be able to get our harvest finished up, so that way we can start working on some tillage. Get some liming and fall tillage done, and then we can work on getting stuff fertilized and spring tillage, so that we can start working on planting. So There we go. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed. If you have, hit the subscribe button so you can know when I've got more episodes. Until next time, thanks for watching.